Hey everybody, welcome to Charleston Car Videos. I'm Chad, your host. Today we're going to take a look at this 1996 Oldsmobile Cutlass. What we're doing is we're looking at it to see how the condition is held up on this Oldsmobile Cutlass all these years later. Well, currently right now this car is over 20 years old, 23 I believe, and I'm just curious how the condition is held up over all these years, and we'll kind of look at it and see how cars looked so much different back in the early 90s or late 90s or mid 90s. Headlights are definitely interesting. There's not much headlight going on at all. I mean, they're very tiny. I mean, that's a tiny little spot for headlights, right? But that's what Oldsmobile put on it back in the day. Now, the guy that owns this place, this is what he told me. He said, I go up to North Carolina, Charlotte, and buy used cars. And I said, well, why do you go all the way up there to buy used cars when we're down here in Charleston? He said, because North Carolina does inspections on cars when the cars get registered each year, or you know, you pay up on your property tax on your vehicle. It's got to get an inspection done on it. And he says, you know, cars get inspected every year. They got to be, you know, in better condition to be able to still ride on the road up there in North Carolina. So I think that's a really smart thing that he does. So here's a 96 Oldsmobile Cutlass, 137,000 miles, currently in 2018, being sold for $1895. Two-door. Again, Oldsmobile's not even around anymore. Now, condition-wise, we can't really, you know, that back bumper there, that has nothing to do with the manufacturer. That was the previous owner that bumped it right there. But Cutlass Supreme SL. We'll definitely remember that for the title of the video. We got that big old wraparound window, so not a whole lot of blind spots going on. Let's take a look at the interior. Back in the day, lots of carpet, okay? Kind of a tweed going on here. Power windows, power mirrors, power door locks. There's your seat. And TJ told me, he said, you know, believe it or not, this Cutlass is actually in pretty good shape to be this old. And I'd say it is. Other than that steering wheel, that's another thing that gets worn out on cars over the years, but it's in pretty good shape. Still got a CD player. Dash isn't all cracked up. Back seat still looks great. Wow. Not bad. You know, these cars back in the late 90s and early 90s, a lot of times the dashes on them from the sun would just get beat to hell and back, right? That one's pretty good, not bad. So that is a 96 Oldsmobile Cutlass. If I could rate it 1 out of 10 on exterior and interior condition, I'd say that one gets a 6. Not bad. All right, like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos that we're shooting today of all these old cars made in the 90s.